You feel it?
I mean, that's incredible, right? Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. 10K finish. I mean, Kai and I looked amazing. I gave him my absolute best effort to try and get him, but you know, we were said before the race, if we wanted anyone else to finish ahead of us, it would be each other. So, absolutely over the moon to see what we did as a program. And second place is a great finish for me too. You know, I would have loved to get first, but you know, you can't lose sight of you know, what's a monumental achievement for yourself, you know, in the grand scheme of things. And I'm going to keep moving forward, focused on Friday now. But yeah, very excited for both of us.
If I told you going in, it's going to be a kick between you and Kai on the last lap, who would you have given the edge to?
Well, I think you saw who I would have given the edge to. You know, my best shot probably would have been to go a little bit earlier, but you know, it was a bit hot and sweaty out there. I didn't know how I was going to handle it. Felt like the pace was already moving well. And to be perfectly honest, Kai is such an exquisite athlete that even if I went a lap sooner, he probably still would have got me. You know, day in, day out, you know, we're trading punches on the track and hanging out as some of the best friends in the world off the track. So, you know, it's an absolutely incredible experience. It still hasn't sunk in, you know, and I'm just so proud of him because I mentioned this in the post-race interview, but I think both of us were pretty disappointed with how we performed in indoors. Even though we walked away with an All-American in the 5K, you know, I think we both wanted a lot more from that race. So, you know, we've been working every single day. Neither of us has taken a single day off since March, and I think you saw that pay off today.
Why do you think that was an influence in it? Like, what happened? What went into that?
I mean, personally, the way I look at training and my sort of philosophy is, you know, it was like that because of how it was out here today. You know, we were focused on what we wanted to do in outdoor season, and that takes sacrifice. And it's not always easy to see, you know, when you're in the moment, you know, that you're actually sacrificing. But when it pays off, it pays off. And I think, you know, we played our cards right.
It looked like you were gaining on him there a little bit in the last quarter. Did you think maybe you had a chance?
I mean, I'll be honest. I was very controlled kicking that first 300 meters, and then when I really tried to go for it, that last 100, felt like something just kind of popped, and then I was just trying to hold on down that last stretch. I think, you know, if maybe I'd gone from further, it would have been easier for me to change up the pace. I think that's something that Kai does really well, and that's something I really need to work on. But you know, still running 55 is I'm very impressed with that. That's usually what takes it. So can't be too upset, and you know, I just got to keep training, keep trying to get better as an athlete, and focus on my weaknesses so they can become my strengths.
Can you tell me about this celebration? You went right over and gave him
Oh my God! I mean, I think I dreamed about, you know, it being like this. Either one of us would have taken it, you know, first or second, either which way. You know, both of us wanted the first. We came out here and fought for it. But I think, you know, us both fighting individually makes each other stronger. And you know, it shows on days like today. We played it really smart. We were very patient, which is something that, you know, I'm not always the best at. And so, you know, it's just something that as soon as we crossed the line, it was something that just hit me really hard, and it's a really, really beautiful way to end the day.
Is that something you had talked about before the race, the possibility of going 1-2?
Definitely. I mean, I looked at him a couple hours ago. We were looking out our window at the Marriott. It's just a beautiful view, and I said, Kai, one of us has to win this. And so, you know, I think we both knew we were capable of it. And the funniest thing is we both know we have different strengths. And I think, you know, in Oklahoma, that's sort of my kind of strength, is pushing, you know, hard the whole time and then a strong kick. And but Kai can also do that very well. You know, you see him at World Cross, he finishes excellently. And then on the flip side, Kai's able to close incredibly fast, but I'm still able to close decently well. So we each have our own strengths, but we can also play, you know, within each other's, you know, abilities, and I think that makes us great teammates.
You guys ran pretty quick considering it's like 80 degrees, it's kind of humid. Like, did you guys feel the conditions? Or?
I mean, I think it's an Australian and a guy who lived in Florida, right? I think we've both done our fair share of time under the sun. We were wondering, you know, has California made us soft? We weren't sure, because I think at the beginning of the year, it's pretty easy. I've been in Florida all summer. I know I can handle the heat. But at this point, we've been in California for a really long time. But, you know, I think that maybe those adaptations don't stick with us, but that toughness sticks with us. And I don't think either of us are really feeling that bad out there. So yeah, it was a great 10K effort. I think, you know, under the right conditions, we could run really fast. So it remains to be seen what happens in the summer, but that's all imaginary until Friday's over.
Do you think you can turn the tables in the 5K on Friday?
Turn the tables, we'll see. We'll see. My main goal is to end up All-American. It is pretty hard, especially in these conditions, to bring it back. But you know, we're competitors at our core, and that's why we try to do the double. So the only thing we're gonna do is go out there and compete, and either of us are gonna end up in our best possible position, because that's just how we race.
Thanks, Joe.
Of course.